Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NBG podcast. As per the usual, I'm your host Matt, and I am joined by Mike and Marcus. How's it going?
How's life?
Yeah.
Nice, so enthusiastic to be here.
You know what's a cool story this week?
What?
Nothing.
What do you mean? Bro, there's so much news.
I thought he was just talking about like current events.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, this is current events.
Yeah.
I was, but then I was going to go down one rabbit hole, and I'm like, nah, never mind.
Bring me down that hole with you, Mike. Where's this hole lead?
Not now.
You know
Not
what?
now.
Let's find out together.
Hey, I'm the host.
Dun, dun, dun,
We're not going down this hole.
dun, dun.
No. All right. Anyway, moving on. In the world of gaming this week, whole plethora of news going
It's
on.
plethora. Say it right. That's one of my favorite words.
Huh?
Don't fuck it up.
Which one?
It's plethora.
That's
You're a plethodiot.
okay.
I feel insulted.
Yeah.
I should just leave.
Every week, these guys get more distracted than usual. It's fine.
So
So,
episode like 100, we'll be talking about like the randomest crap.
right.
The Rock.
First things first. I'd like to.
I'd like to start off with second thing second, actually.
Let's do the 9th thing 4th today.
I didn't know we were listening to "Believer" by Imagine Dragons.
Believer.
All right, stop.
Burn your break.
I'm gonna hit you. I swear to God.
That's the usual for me, so I'm used to it.
I'd like to thank everybody
Oh,
personally
you're welcome, Matt.
for the generous support on the last podcast.
Anytime.
Shut up, Mike. On no, but in all seriousness, a whole bunch of you listened, especially to the YouTube VOD, I guess.
Video on demand.
Yeah, and it was very pleasant to see. You know, I logged in and there was 26 views, and I'm just hanging out. I'm just like, wow, you know,
Yeah. Run away up, boys.
and girls, and everybody
Well,
else.
there's no girls in this room.
Well, okay, touche. All right, that's fine.
Unless one of you guys not telling me something.
In fact, off my face.
Bruce Jenner. Whoa.
Whoa. Just
Sorry.
move on.
I
Sorry.
was going for like a Scooby-Doo route, but Matt had to make it
Yeah.
all political.
Yeah. Exactly.
Political. It was like gossip.
From like 3 years ago.
I know.
Wait, yeah. Or Caitlyn Jenner. All right, anyway. That's fine.
It's okay, Matt. This is still like early on. People are going to dig into this when you have to go for a real job.
Oh, yeah.
They won't get this far back.
Nah, it's okay. It's all good. So, again, thank you guys so much for the support. We will continue to keep making these podcasts because we have fun and we enjoy them. And we enjoy bringing content to
Good
you.
excuse to get together. You know?
It is indeed. Lots of news this week going on. Marcus is sitting.
Why is he
I
laughing?
don't know if there's ever a good excuse to get together with Mike.
Touche.
Wow.
Wrecked.
I guess I really should just leave right now.
No, it's okay. Let's get right into it. Let us get right into it today.
Just go head first, man.
Head
Just, like,
first.
dive in there.
You know what? Butt first.
Like in a pool. Mm-hmm. Like Mike can't go.
like-
You go head first in the pool, Mike's just not coming back up.
Fun fact, Mike can't swim or ride a bike.
Yeah.
Sorry to throw you under the bus.
No. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before.
He can
Yeah,
barely
this
drive
is true.
anyway.
You should go visit a doctor.
Are you kidding? I can drive amazingly. I'm the best driver of the three of us.
Tell that to the front end of your car. Oh, wow. All right. Anyway,
That was rude.
it's missing that Volkswagen symbol.
That was rude. I'm leaving.
What about that shot you threw at me a couple weeks ago?
What shot?
Never mind.
What about that shot you got from the doctor?
Oh, wait. That doesn't exist
I don't know what
either.
you're talking about. I've never gotten a shot before.
Title this episode, Roasting Mike.
You know
I need a
what?
thumbnail
Screw the gaming news. Let's just spend the whole hour roasting me.
I like this idea.
I'd honestly be down.
But I don't think that's what they come here for. I think they come here for the facts and the news.
Are we going to get a Comedy Central roast?
Yeah.
You're
It's a special, 20th episode.
Snoop Dogg is going to roast Mike.
Snoop Dogg's at all those things. What does he even do anymore?
I was watching, actually, speaking of Snoop Dogg, I was watching the first episode of The F Word by Gordon Ramsay, and Snoop Dogg was there.
He has a show on the Cooking Network or Cooking Channel, whatever, with Martha Stewart, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That was very
I
funny.
remember I saw the commercial for that, and I'm just like, oh, God.
That was super funny.
You know what's in those cookies, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. All right. Totally off
Smoke
topic.
weed every day.
Stop it. Totally off topic. Let's get into the news. We're going to just start off. It's fine.
Just get right in there.
Yeah. So,
Dive right in.
yeah. So,
Yeah, man.
Xbox
Do it.
Xbox may possibly change how achievements work. Basically, the way this new system is going to work, achievements now are to reward a person who just kind of play one particular game, like Halo multiplayer, GTA multiplayer, something like that. They'll reward that person the same amount as somebody who plays multiple games and gets all the achievements like that. More info coming later on.
I read that quote. I don't know who it was from. That Marcus
Mikey
said.
Barr.
That guy.
Yeah.
And like it kind of doesn't make sense to me in a way, because like gamer score and like trophies about how many games you play. It's not about how much of one game you play. So I don't really know what they're gonna do.
We'll see. They didn't really fully like announce it and how it's going to work and things like that. So we'll see what's going on. But it's just some interesting pieces.
I don't think it'll change your gamer score. I think it's going to work in the way of, if you look at a lot of because Xbox has the system where you, instead of like friending people, you follow them.
Yeah.
So you can follow like Phil Spencer and Major Nelson, people who work at Xbox. If you look at these people's profiles, you see that they have badges on their profiles where it'll be like Xbox, like I was there day one for the Xbox or whatever, or they work on the Xbox. There's little badges on their profile. I think that's just what it's going to be for these individual games. Say if you play like, if you're one of the top players in Halo, or if you have like as many hours in GTA, you'll just get like a badge that you can pin onto your profile. I think that's what it's going to be. I don't think they're going to award you any more or less gamer score for what you play. Mm-hmm. I think it's just going to be something that you can add to your profile.
That makes sense, and that's not a dramatic enough change that it matters.
If you look on PlayStation, they have the thing where like their version of the activity feed. Whenever you do something in a game, say like, I know it happens in GTA all the time. If someone completes a mission, it'll say like so or so completed this mission in GTA or whatever. Yeah. And then I think that's just what it's going to be. That if you unlock or if you do something in the game, you'll be able to put some sort of badge or pin onto your profile.
I do enjoy that idea and feature. If it will work that way, it's kind of like Steam, where you can show off your inventory to people and things like that, right? So that's definitely something to look forward to. If that is the case on how that will work. We're going to stick along the Xbox. We're going to go on.
Oh no, you're skipping things again on the page, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Last time we got very confused.
It didn't. Don't worry.
We did. Marcus.
Anyway.
I can't see the book.
It's okay. Keeping on with the Xbox stuff. New update now available for the preview members. Coming soon for everybody else. It actually allows you to customize your home screen. Which I do enjoy this feature, getting rid of the use of stuff that you never use and replacing it with everything else. That is definitely something that will come in handy to every single person who uses an Xbox.
I feel like they've changed that Xbox homepage a lot.
This is like the third iteration.
Yeah, every time I turn it on, I'm like confused as to what's going on.
They constantly keep it fresh. Weird. They constantly keep it updated. I enjoy that. It shows that the company is still involved in what they're showing you, and they're making things easier.
I'd rather them doing something else.
I just think right now, at least in like the iteration that they have right now, I think it's probably the worst dashboard ever. It's like just a cluttered mess of stuff.
You think?
Especially like there's so many different types of menus and like just it's so like ingrained in the Windows 8/Windows 10, whichever one it is, of
shit everywhere.
Of visuals. Yeah, like there's advertisements like everywhere on your fucking screen. Yeah. Like the pins for me, like sometimes pins go away and they don't even tell you that you're gonna have something pinned that'll go away because you can only have like a certain amount.
Oh, right.
And even like when you go for the guide, when you just press the Xbox button, this is from like they tried to replicate what the 360 did, where you would just have that pop-up menu. Now instead it just like comes out from the side and whatnot. To me, it was just so confusing. But this one, they're pretty much changing it. It looks a lot more like the Blade system from the original 360 dashboard, where you have different menus that you go down. I remember in the video that Major Nelson had, they were calling it content blocks. So you can pretty much just pin whatever you want onto your profile and then have like different content blocks to scroll through. It seems like they're cleaning it up a lot more. I just hope that they don't like force these advertisements into it, because that really just bothers me whenever I'm trying to look for something.
Yeah, I see what it is annoying and whatnot, but I mean, as long as they're and they seem to be listening to the fans and whatnot, like they're giving players that full customization option, things like that. Something else that they listen to, and this kind of ties into it. Spotify will be making an appearance on the Xbox One. It will be identical to the PlayStation 4 version of it anyway, but that is something that people have been requesting for a long time, right? So going back to your point, yes, there's going to be advertisements and things like that, but it allows you to now customize your screen the way you want in order for this cluster mess to not actually be a clustered mess anymore.
Are you telling me people weren't using Microsoft Groove?
Yes. So that's all the Microsoft and Xbox stuff. We're going to move on to Sony. Biggest thing would be the PlayStation 4 Pro software update 5.0 apparently has been leaked. Some of the things that were leaked would be now, if your internet allows it, keep in mind, because people are going to get super pissy about this. But anyway, if your internet allows you to do so, the PlayStation 4 Pro will now allow you to stream to Twitch at 1080p, 60 frames a second, which is great. But the problem is people...
It's not 4K. I don't like it.
Wow. No, people don't understand that if their internet's not good enough, it physically won't be able to transmit that because the bitrate will
Not everybody
be
else
great.
has a Wi-Fi like you, Matt.
Well, anyway. However, that's what's going on. The follow system that is on the Xbox, where you can follow, major people and streamers and developers and whatnot.
Instead of having to do friend requests.
Yep, that is coming to the PlayStation system.
It's been on here, but only for like developers and like popular like influencers and YouTubers.
Yeah.
So now they're just opening it up for everyone.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's good so that way you can just like track people that sounded real weird.
Yeah,
Sounded
Tracking
real
people,
creepy.
Marcus?
If you want to like track like YouTubers and whatever that don't have like public accounts that you can follow, then there you go.
Well, Mark, who are you tracking?
That
Tracking
and,
you, Mike.
That
good.
and you're now able to block users as well.
First to go, Fuse.
Definitely.
Wow.
It's few shots for Forbidden 9. Thank you very much.
Add him on PSN.
1 through 4,588 were taken.
Yeah.
Add him on PSN, boys and girls.
Do it.
And everybody else. It's fine.
I probably won't accept.
It's fine.
Well, you don't need to because they can just follow you.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Here we go. No word about when this is coming out yet. This was leaked anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't even actually
this isn't
announced
even
yet.
official,
So.
but, tying into the PlayStation stuff, Gran Turismo Sport, and I added this in because this is very interesting. We had this discussion a few weeks ago. Gran Turismo Sport is not going to have microtransactions, especially it being a racing game. That's huge. So microtransactions have been it's a big part of the gaming community.
People were really getting like upset about
Yeah.
Middle Earth Shadow of War microtransactions that whole debacle from earlier this week too.
Oh,
Yeah. But it not being in a game, in a major franchise game that's a PlayStation exclusive, it's very shocking actually. However, it asks the question of how big is the season pass going to be and how much is it going to cost?
If they even have one.
Of course, but and then is it going to be like a traditional game where there's going to be content for every piece of content within the game at launch and that's it? Or is it going to have free updates? Or how is it going to work, right? It raises those questions. So, I mean, it's weird to say, but now this is back into, I guess, Uncharted territory where...
Uncharted 4th, you said?
No. Uncharted territory where you don't know where they're going to go with no microtransactions. You know, if they're going to give you something for free. They don't know if they're going to, have you buy it in the Seasons Pass or something. You know what I mean? It's definitely something that's odd nowadays because everything is now paid for. Subscription services, microtransactions within games, usually to buy the in-game currency in order to buy your skins and stuff, right? So that's.
I think maybe they're just taking a different approach to it because it's not a numbered Gran Turismo. It is kind of like a side.
It's an arcade.
Yeah, what were you saying, Mike?
I was going to say it's Gran Turismo Sport, not like Gran Turismo.
Yeah, it's not like GT7 right now. So maybe they're just trying to take a different approach with it. We'll see. I don't really think they'll have a huge season pass or anything. Maybe they'll have DLC. Who knows? Forza, like mainly Horizon, is the one to do stuff with like whole DLC packs with their winter one and now the Hot Wheels one. I don't really think Gran Turismo Sport is going to be. Like, since they're not doing microtransactions, unless they want to add new cars in, like, big DLC packs, I don't really see what else. Maybe they'll just offer free updates. But this game will probably be one of the best-selling PS4 games, if not the best-selling PS4 game, because Gran Turismo 5, I think it was 5, that was the best-selling PS3 game. So, this not seeing microtransactions is surprising for something that is going to be available to the masses and will be sold millions upon millions of times, but I don't really think this affects it too much. So,
yeah,
there you go. It's better. You're not getting microtransactions. People hate them.
Definitely. I added this in here. New No Man's Sky. Yeah. New No Man's Sky update will, quote, improve the story, end quote.
Okay.
Man, I got to the center of that galaxy. I just got nothing.
Weren't you just so disappointed?
So,
I'm not really interested in No Man's Sky's story. I don't really know if people who bought the game were back in the day too. Back in the day, as if this was like fucking years ago.
Literally a year ago.
Last year, if they were really expecting something really big, I was just expecting. I just really wanted to get to the center of the universe and just see what happened. Nothing really big happened, but yeah, maybe
Biggest Live 2016.
who knows? Maybe this will actually be. Maybe this will be the story in games people could turn to for the next fucking 20 years.
Yeah, for
Showcase,
sure,
yeah.
guaranteed.
I expect negative. I expect
Like they've been
nothing. Like,
yeah, it's surprising that they're taking this route for content to add on, because they've been doing I don't know if it's been monthly updates, but they have been doing updates to No Man's Sky ever since it came out, adding features that people have wanted. Just people haven't been talking about it because the game burned so many people. But there are still a core group of players playing, or a core group of people playing that game, and maybe those are the people who wanted a story and they're just delivering it to them. So if you're still playing No Man's Sky, then more power to you.
right. That's
Like, the game wasn't by no means bad. I know I'm the only one who played it here. It's just people were very upset about it when it launched, and it's the whole, like, Destiny meme now of how people were talking about Destiny's story, and people are like, Destiny had a story, blah, 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 blah. Like,
it's not the game. It's not that the game was bad. It's that the game was not polished properly. So you had,
and it's not what people expected it to be.
it's not what the developers.
Yeah, there was just, like, what
Positive.
Sean Murray was saying. Like, he kept giving, like, conflicting interviews and
Yeah.
stuff and not.
Online multiplayer, not online multiplayer. Online multiplayer, not online. I think the three of us actually got into an argument one day where I said, yeah, they said it, but it's not happening. And then you're like, no, it's happening. And then I showed you a picture of the European box, just put a sticker over
Yeah.
top of it, which was super funny. But
That whole game's just marketing, and
It was a mess.
It was just a garbage fire.
it was an absolute mess. And
The expression is tire fire.
I don't know, it was just unpolished. The ground wasn't even. The monsters and things you would find are just copy
aliens?
paste of things.
The
I just
alien
found
language?
real weird walking chickens that really scared me. There was like real like it was like a 30-foot tall like duckling that would just be staring at me, and it was real fucking creepy.
You should have sent a picture of that.
Yeah,
I'd
well.
love to see
But
that.
then after you'd get on some places that looked real beautiful, but then most of them were just like swamps.
Did that lawsuit ever end? The
What
one where
lawsuit?
Didn't someone sue the developer of that game for taking their procedural generator or whatever?
I don't remember that.
You don't?
There was a lawsuit. I do remember this, but I don't remember if it ended or not. I don't know. I don't know what came out of it.
You remember that number getting sued?
Not really.
They did get sued.
Yeah, we'll look it up after, because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did get sued.
It was super funny. I found out they got sued. I laughed really hard.
People get sued. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, people get sued all the time, but still.
And-
Nintendo got sued for the 3DS.
Nintendo gets sued constantly. They just they just went through one recently about, I think, was it the Wii remote or something? Or they had one a couple of months ago about like Mii's, about the Mii,
Yeah, I remember that one.
characters. So
what was that? I
it's,
didn't hear
it's
that.
just people trying to make money.
Yeah, people who like had an idea that was vaguely similar, so like, oh, let's see if we can make some money off Nintendo.
Of course.
And then Nintendo's lawyers kicked
They're
their
like
ass.
it's how like Lindsay Lohan sues Rockstar over that like fucking girl on a GTA 5 loading screen looks like her.
I did
And they
hear
have
that.
another one going on right now with someone else. Like, who even cares?
It's like, just chill, guys. It's like, nothing. Not everything's about you.
Well, that's not how the way the world works.
That's not what Lindsay Lohan thinks. That's for sure.
Yeah. Horizon DLC has been announced. Coming out November 7th.
Forza Horizon, let's go.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
There you go, Matt. Fucking clarified this news.
Stop it. Marcus, you excited?
I wish I was more excited. I liked Horizon Zero Dawn a
We know.
lot, but
You talked about it in 2
it was
episodes.
pretty much the big game pretty much one of the only big games I've played this year so far. But I'm not, as of now, I'm not really that excited to go back. I'm more excited to play like Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which is
Very soon.
Not really DLC. It's a standalone. It's its own game, but I don't really think I'll pick it up right away, if at all. It's just like a little side story. I'd rather a whole Horizon sequel than just a little DLC mission pack.
That's something we won't see for
Yeah, another
years upon
3
end.
year like PlayStation 5. So
No, I think longer than
Well, it
that.
depends on.
PlayStation 6.
No, I mean,
But also, like, it's kind of weird timing for November 7th. Like, that's a week after the big October 27th date, you know? So
And isn't that when Xbox One X launches?
I think it's around that time too. Yeah, maybe
might
I
be
think
that
it's the
exact
13th. I think it's the 13th.
It doesn't really matter though. It's not like it's an entire new game. It's if you have Horizon or if people are Horizon fans, they're going to pick this up, and anything surrounding it isn't really going to stop that.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's nothing. It's such a small market that it won't really affect anything. So, or nothing will affect it. Like if people want to buy it, they will. Right?
Mike, what are you looking at?
This thing is just like flipping out, lagging.
It's fine.
It's bothering me so much.
It's fine.
It is on. I think though the DLC pack is on sale now. If you want to like pre-order it on
Yeah,
PSN,
it's $15 American.
yeah, they have.
I saw.
Yeah, so
Oh, that's it.
For PS Plus members.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's not even a lot. Like it's
pretty cheap.
$20. It's
yeah, there's that like totally digital sale. It might have ended already. I don't know, but yeah, a bunch
Okay.
of like indie games or small things that if you pre-order beforehand, you get some sort of discount.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead, Mike.
Where am I going?
moving on. What?
Go into the PSN store.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So
Someone
I'll play
got an
Horizon
email.
first.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Moving on to the next bigger.
Let's move on to that bigger thing.
The next big thing.
Yeah,
that we
what
were
is
just
it,
talking
Matt?
about.
What is it?
Nintendo.
Never heard of them.
Neither have I. Wasn't Nintendo. I love when people come into the store and they ask me, they're like, "Hey, can I get the Nintendo controller?" What Nintendo controller? Oh, the one with the two things that you slide, and you mean the Nintendo Switch? No, the Wii, the Wii one.
Well, it shows how Nintendo is real
Well.
good at marketing. There you go.
Yep,
Too good.
it's great.
So
Triggers
what are
me.
we talking about? Virtual Boy?
Ooh.
So, biggest thing, we'll get it off the table. The third ever Nintendo World Championship has been announced for October 7th, 2017.
Dun, 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 dun. Indiana Jones is going to be there himself. Harrison Ford, he's competing.
Really? Wow.
Okay. You heard
Han
it here,
Solo?
folks. I'm... hold up. The book has been closed for a second. This is...
Detour?
So for any of you who don't know this, I think we've already made fun of him like 9 times for it.
Probably.
Mike doesn't know what the Star War was.
Mike doesn't...
Can you
There's
explain
got
the
some
Star Wars to me?
lightsabers, and there's Chewbacca, and there's
Mike hasn't
Yoda
seen
too.
a movie. That's why. He's
Yeah.
never seen a movie.
And,
They're making a Han Solo film.
whoa, I'm surprised he knows this. It's
Is
actually
Harrison
blowing my
Ford
mind.
playing Son Holo in that movie?
Son
Holo?
Holo.
It's such an ugly laugh.
That's
No
funny.
offense.
I get what I did there.
You didn't even do it on purpose.
I did do that on purpose.
No. Hey guys, Matt here.
sorry.
Talking about the new Son Holo movie.
Okay, back to games. What were we talking about again? I forgot.
He's played by Harrison Ford.
Nice.
Shut the fuck up.
In Dead Rising 4, literally in the beginning, he changes his name to it's Frank West. And he's getting he's getting hunted down by the FBI and stuff. So he changes his name to Hank East. It was great. It just popped into my head because of what happened. It's fine. Anyway, yeah. So the Nintendo World Championships announced for October 7th, as previously said. Only has been 3 of them. Or 2 of them, and then this will be the third one. The first one being in 1990, second one being in 2015, third one this year. Super excited. You can probably watch it on twitch.tv/Nintendo. Also hosted on twitch.tv/NightmareMC.
How much are they paying you for this?
They're not. And I really wish. Oh my goodness, I'd be a rich boy. It will be hosted in New York, the USA. This
Good
year.
old US of A.
And they're having the... What would you call it? Just not tryouts, but
Qualifiers.
The open qualifiers.
Yeah, there you go.
In
It's
8
a sports
cities
thing.
across the US.
Yeah.
None of which in Toronto, which is very disappointing.
Not in Canada, yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Because if they had Mario Kart 8 qualifiers,
Yeah,
you guys
but
both
it's,
know I
so
would
what is
destroy
this
them.
thing? It's only you have to play Mario Kart 7 in order to qualify.
Mario Kart 7!
So a 3DS game from like 7 years ago.
Do you
The
have to
hell?
Do you have to own that game in order to qualify?
I would
or-
Probably not.
No, I would bet you have to bring your own 3DS.
Really?
Right? Yeah, probably.
That'd be
Who knows?
weird.
Maybe you don't. Whether you do or you don't, why are they doing Mario
Yeah,
Kart 7?
like, why?
You have a brand new Mario Kart or like a port of a Mario Kart.
Right, and actually
on
good
your new
Mario
system.
Kart. I hate Mario Kart 7 if you didn't
This
know.
is okay. This is
Hate hates
Nintendo.
you.
This is Nintendo hating money and Nintendo just being stupid again.
But even at the event though, they have like at these Best Buys where these things are taking place, you're able to demo Mario Odyssey and Metroid.
Yeah.
with, Samus Returns. So
That's cool.
yeah,
But like, By that time, Samus will already be out. So
They do this all the time. Do you think? What?
Speaking of Metroid,
I'm not done.
we're not done with Nintendo World Championships, you white boy.
You shouldn't be the host.
Gosh.
I'm kicking you out.
Honestly,
this is my show.
let
you
Benji
think
be the
they're-
host.
What the hell happened there? Do you think they're gonna announce anything at the actual World
That's
Championships?
what I was thinking because it's October 7th.
In 2015, when they did it, they announced they did have the Earthbound Beginnings, which was the Mother, the first time Mother was ever in North America.
And Blast Ball.
Yeah, and Blast Ball, when people didn't know it was a Metroid Prime game yet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, people were just like, "Oh, cool! I can't believe they're highlighting an indie game on stage." And then, like a day later, they announced, "Oh, this is the new Metroid game."
did that game come out?
Classic.
Yeah,
It did.
Yeah. Metroid Prime Federation Force.
And then I
yeah.
think that was also the first time they showed off, not showed off, but they had like a real big showing of Super Mario Maker.
Yep. Because it was like the grand finale, I remember.
So
That Cosmo almost won.
Yeah, who knows what they'll
Oh,
have?
what's his
but,
name?
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't really know if they'll actually announce anything, whether it's small or not. I was thinking the first thing I went to was, will they show off like a Mother 3 thing? But then I'm like,
No.
Virtual Console isn't even on Switch yet. So, do you think?
I mean, it's definitely possible because it's such a perfect time for them to announce something. Like something to announce, hey, this is going to be out in March, you know? Like,
I think if they do, it'll be that like Kirby game that they still
Yeah,
haven't shown
exactly.
off yet
Something
for
like
3DS.
that.
That's
Some-
supposed to come out this year.
yeah, something like that they can just kind of like throw in there as a way to announce it. Like, they already have everybody's attention. They might as well announce some new games or something.
They can possibly tease the new Pokemon RPG just a little bit, like give you a name or something, right?
I don't know. They won't because Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are already coming out this
That's
year.
true. If anything, they're talking about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
True, very true. To be honest, I totally forgot, but you know, that's how unhyped I am for that version.
Didn't that game like just come out?
It came out last year. Did you beat it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Of course he did. He's Marcus.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't. I fell out of it hard. Like I know.
Such a fake fan.
I know.
Do you even know what Squirtle evolves to?
Yeah.
Blastoise.
No, Charizard, idiot.
No, what's...
I just want to see Mike's reaction. Actually, you're
Charizard
still
is a
wrong.
fire type. Squirtle is a water type.
You're still wrong though. Squirtle
Charizard's
doesn't
a
evolve
fire
into
flying
Blastoise.
type.
You're a flying fire type.
Squirtle doesn't evolve
Tape?
into
Yeah.
Blastoise.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, right, Marcus? He does.
No.
Shut the fuck up. I
He
know he
evolves
does.
into War Turtle first.
Bullshit.
And then Wartortle evolves into Blastoise.
Okay, whatever. It counts.
And then the Megastone can get you Mega
Don't
Blastoise.
look it up, Matt. I don't want to see this shit.
Wartortle's nice. He's the 8th Pokemon. He's one of my favorites. He's got fuzzy ears.
Fuzzy,
Ears.
but he's a turtle.
Exactly. A Wartortle.
I don't
Look,
like this.
so for those of you who don't know, Marcus can or myself can throw this into the.
I see the fuzzy ears.
Can throw this into the YouTube version of it.
I see the fuzzy ears.
So in the actual game, and you better find this picture. It's on Google. The Squirtle has the glasses. The War Turtle has the kawaii face, and then the Blastoise is like the super kawaii, like has the like the
I do not know what the fuck you're talking about.
see the he's blushing. See,
Yeah.
that's what that's called.
Because he's a cute little girl.
Okay,
Never say that again.
Say what again?
and then that's the Mega one. See,
Mega.
yeah,
He's got the big boy, if you know what I'm saying.
it's a big cannon on his
He
back.
used triple XL for that shit.
Yeah, look, there's 1, 2, 3. The Illuminati confirmed. There's an eye in the middle too.
Wow.
I just noticed that.
Do 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 do.
What?
That wasn't even the right song.
I know, I messed it up. You know me, I'm bad with tunes.
By the way, so I want you to take a look at this. What does that say? Remember that
Mega.
Remember that word I just
It
said?
says Mega.
No, not that one, idiot. It
Oh,
says-
that one? That one's... Oh,
one.
it's gone.
See?
All the words are gone, though.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, moving on. It's fine. Off topic.
Solid. You solidly missed that. Oh, and he exited the page.
Obviously.
That's fun.
It's fine.
Yeah, so Nintendo World Championships. Go qualify. Make us proud.
Definitely.
Give us a shout out on stage or something.
Yeah, shout out NBG Podcast at
But
gmail.com.
I'm still hung up on the fact they're doing Mario Kart 7.
Yeah.
Like, why not do ARMS? Why not do Mario Kart 8? Why not sell your freaking new system?
Hang on. Yeah. Why don't they do the arms?
Right?
Why don't they do the arms?
English is very difficult for me today. Why don't
It's
they
true.
do arms?
Like, it doesn't make any sense. Nintendo is like the stupidest, like...
I don't
even know what-
understand.
I don't even know
No,
what to say.
but hang on. That would be the greatest thing. That should be like the finale of
Right?
it because nobody knows how to play ARMS yet. I know it's been out for like a month.
Solid
but, like,
2 months.
Nobody knows how to play this game yet, like properly.
No.
Right? Like, That would be amazing.
I just don't understand.
It would create.
Move on before I get
It
triggered.
would create a bar. It's fine.
A salad bar.
So going back to what I was saying
Children won't be old
before,
enough to go to it though.
there is now a Metroid-themed 3DS XL coming out
Looks
September
real
15th.
nice.
It's called the Samus edition.
Because it's got Samus on it. Because she is the main character of Metroid.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank you for your enlightening conversation.
Metroid is a Nintendo game.
You know what?
First released on the NES back in Okay, I'll shut up now.
You have
Because
to
he didn't
finish
know
now.
the year.
1987.
Wow.
It's actually 1897.
My bad.
Those are the Nintendo cards that they were releasing. You know.
Hunafunda?
Sure.
That is not how you say it. You just completely butchered
I think
that.
it's like Hunfunda.
I don't know if that was racist or ignorant.
Hunfunda? How do
Hanafuda.
you say it? Hunafunda, that's it.
That's not even what I said.
To all listeners from Japan, I apologize. I very, very, very much apologize. Or
If
just
we have any listeners from Japan, like, send us your comments. It's cool. I want to go
Honestly.
to Japan.
If you have
That's
listeners,
our next trip.
if you have
Yeah.
listeners from Japan, how are you hearing this?
Konnichiwa.
oh no, we're gonna get taken down.
Why? I just said hi in Japanese. It's not bad. Could have something much worse.
And then you guys judge me for saying kawaii.
I don't think that's how you say it,
It is.
Marcus.
I'm a Genji main.
He's like,
that's
no
why.
comment.
I'm a Genji main.
I need healing. Shut up.
It's fine. It's all good. Don't worry.
Look,
Yeah.
it's the moon.
Okay. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, the 3DS. It's a new 3DS XL too, which is weird. It's not a new 2DS XL.
I don't understand this. I really don't understand the way Nintendo operates. Is there a white one coming out, by the way,
Of
for
what?
the 2DS?
I think there's one in Japan, but they are Japan and or Europe, but they didn't release it here.
They never released anything here. Like the freaking Splatoon themed Joy-Con. I love those things.
Well, Nintendo doesn't think you love them enough to buy them.
Right? Let me spend you $100.
You
You like
would've
that
thought-
pink and green shit?
You would have thought that they have a new 2DS XL that they would have made another one here, but who knows? There is it's weird though because a lot of 3DS games that have been coming out aren't even 3D, but this
Hey,
I
Pikmin?
guess since Hey Metroid, I was thinking Hey Metroid Samus Returns is one of the few that they're putting out now that is 3D, so I guess it makes sense. You have a you have a 3D capable Metroid game. They're going to put it on a new 3DS.
I
That's
guess.
probably
system.
the reason.
Yeah, I guess. So for everything else that's non-consistent in these categories, because we're now going to move on. Just to,
Non-consistent,
I have no idea what you mean by that.
inconsistent.
it's not, all right, never mind. It's fine. Sure. Deep breath. Just deep breath.
Just In and Out.
Five Guys.
We never went to In and Out. I just remembered.
yeah,
we were supposed to go.
You guys were too lazy.
No,
That's
it's
true.
because it was
We
a
were so
30-minute
lazy.
drive from our hotel.
Man, we were so tired all the time in LA.
It's fine.
Marcus kind of tested how much I slept during that trip.
That awkward moment when Mike decided to... What was he doing in his sleep? He
Just talking. You make it sound so much more dirtier.
It's just... Mike was just sleep talking, and he was like... What? He was like trying to talk to you, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Like, I don't understand. You're a...
I'm a weird man, you know?
I don't know.
Weird dude. Weird 19-year-old boy.
In the future, I apologize for your wife or husband if you swing that way, but, I mean... Oh, well. It's fine.
Don't worry.
Anything else? This is the other category now going on. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition has been announced.
2 years later.
Yeah. Blizzard adds Deathmatch to Overwatch
Oh, it's time for our
is
weekly
it.
Overwatch segment? Cool.
for the next 30 seconds.
What was the point of you talking about Fallout 4 if you weren't even going to talk about Fallout 4?
I'm just announcing this.
It's
stuff.
just a thing.
It's just a thing that I'm announcing. It's just news.
So yeah, Team Deathmatch is pretty cool.
Have you played it?
It's no on the PTR.
No, it's only on the PTR.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Oh, I think you said it's not on the PTR.
No, I said it's only on the PTR.
Oh, okay.
And like, I don't know if you saw this,
it's
but
only on the PTR, guys.
yes.
Heads up.
If you're playing as Mercy and you resurrect people, it actually like subtracts the other team's kills.
Yeah.
So that acts as like an
what?
anti-kill. Yeah, so if you res like 5 people, they lose 5 kills, which is sick as a Mercy main because I can actually contribute without
but-
killing people.
And there's 2 different modes to this. There's 6v6 deathmatch and also just a free for all type where it's 8 players and free for all. So
That I'm never going to play that because no, thank you. But I will play the other one, and I'll res everybody as Mercy. Sounds cool.
Sure.
Speaking of which, I played some of the summer games that we talked about a little bit last week.
Yes. How was that?
I played Lucio Ball, And I don't know why you
Rocket
like
League?
that shit. That shit's boring.
Rocket
It's
League?
the best.
I hate it.
It's one of the best.
It was so boring. It's so
Before
slow.
you continue, though, there was also the new map for Overwatch 2 in in the deathmatch
But yeah,
mode.
it's specifically-
Chateau Guillard, however you say it in French. It's Widowmaker's house.
Is it
pretty
actually?
much. Yeah.
I saw the name and I assumed
in
it was
France.
for Widowmaker. I didn't know.
Yeah,
it
it's
was.
Widowmaker's house, and it's the deathmatch exclusive map.
Yeah.
So, because the other maps that they have for deathmatch, since they're not just going to put the entire map, they're pretty much edited versions of existing
Like they do with
maps.
Capture the Flag.
I
Yeah.
think some of those are actually the ones that they're even going to be using
Yeah, it makes
because
sense.
nobody plays Capture the Flag.
Because it's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyways,
you're dumb. Lucio Ball's
Lucio
cool.
Ball. It's like a slow version of Rocket League. Like the memes aside, it's a slow version of Rocket League.
I find it fun, to be
I
honest.
don't like playing as Lucio, so maybe that's.
But
part of the
it
reason.
is something where you've played it once, you've played it, like, you don't really need to play it that much.
Yeah, I played like two matches. Like I lost both of them, like 7-0. I'm like, okay, time to go. I also played a little bit of Doomfist, but I don't know what it was. But like, I couldn't do anything with him.
Yeah, he's a hard character to
Yeah.
learn. He is a 3-star hero.
Yeah,
so.
I think it was a combination of me having not played Overwatch in a while, and like it was like kind of weird to jump back in. Also combined with the fact that I had no idea what his abilities did, like and which buttons did which
Yeah,
abilities.
he's very combo oriented,
Yeah.
so you really gotta take time to learn how to use him.
Yeah, so I played like 2 matches and I did nothing. I just like dropped out right away because I'm like, this is not working out. So yeah, that was my experience with Overwatch for the week.
Nice.
Yeah, I've since last time when we recorded, we didn't see the Summer Games skins yet, but now that we did,
Oh yes,
that soldier skin is probably
right?
one of the best
That's
skins in the
hilarious.
game
I don't know
for
if
me.
you've seen it, man.
I have not.
Oh, it's
Called
so
Grill
good.
Master 76, and he's like Soldier 76 in what does he got, like a Hawaiian shirt on?
Yeah,
kinda,
like
and then
shorts.
with an apron over him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got shorts, and then he's wearing socks with Birkenstocks on. he's got
it's amazing.
He's got spatulas on him.
It's so good.
You're telling me he made Daddy 76.
Yeah,
Basically.
The good thing about this update,
Nice.
it's different in the way that instead of last year's Summer Games, it was trying to tie with the Olympics. So all the skins were based off of the country's flags.
Yeah.
And now it is summer themed. So you have the Grill Master 76, McCree's dressed up as a lifeguard, Widowmaker's just in a bathing suit.
Yep,
I'm in.
pretty much.
I bet you are, Matt.
You like that pink shit or blue?
You
I don't know why I said
sick
pink.
weird boy.
I haven't played Overwatch.
The Mercy skin is also amazing.
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
like
seen it.
She's not in a bathing suit, I promise.
She's
Okay.
in a toga.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's
Real
cool
nice.
too. That's cool too.
Junkrat's in a cricket uniform.
Actually, I didn't see Junkrat's. Yeah,
Yeah, he's in a cricket uniform.
that's hilarious.
The weird thing is, though, well, not weird. The thing that kind of bothers me is how they keep on making skins. Majority of the time, they're just making skins legendary for events. Where back in the day, like the old Summer Games, you had some that were just even
Regular
epic.
Yeah.
Which one was it? The Torbjorn one, and I even think the Mercy one and Widowmaker back then were just epics. I feel like the Mercy one this time around, I don't think that should have been a legendary one. It's not.
Yeah,
to
agreed.
me.
It's more of just like a design than a whole full on like costume.
Yeah,
you know?
so I feel like they shouldn't be as strict as making every new thing legendary as in terms of skins as they have been recently.
Yeah, I agree with that. Anything to get that Mercy skin, to be honest. I'm probably not going to get it though because
Why, Mike?
I'm not going to play that much enough to get it. I remember I played the entire it was the Uprising one. I played so much of Uprising, and I never got the Mercy skin.
I got it. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you use it all the time. You got the 2 trophies for Mercy and you haven't played her since.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, I burned out on Overwatch a bit right before Doomfist came out because it was all I was playing for like months. But
Yep.
Summer Games, I'll just dabble in it a bit. I think once I get the Soldier skin, whether I unlock it or use credits to buy it, I'm probably not going to be playing that much of Summer Games. Maybe when a new character comes around or when the deathmatch comes out finally, then I'll try and get back into it. But
Yeah, I definitely want to try the deathmatch.
yeah,
but
I'm definitely taking a break because when I was really obsessed with Overwatch, it was all I was playing, so I didn't play anything else for so long.
yeah, and honestly, it's a good time to like take a step away because like the games are starting to come out now. You got Uncharted on the 22nd. Life is Strange after that, Metroid after that. So now is a good time to move on from that game and start to getting into other games.
We're cutting into the next segment a little bit. What have you played the last week? So we're gonna move on from said conversation. We got a little bit of time left, so let's continue, shall we?
No, let's just end it here.
No,
Bye,
I'm good,
everyone.
thanks.
Have a nice night.
So there's a new Ubisoft studio opening up in Stockholm, Sweden.
Stockholm. You know, I know a guy from Stockholm, Sweden.
Nice.
Met him on ZeldaDungeon.net.
Wow. Okay, that just got super.
Shout out to ZeldaDungeon.net.
Okay, they're not sponsoring us.
You still a contributor?
No.
Oh.
That
You
site
moved on
went
to
whack.
different- You moved on to different wikis.
No, I don't edit wikis anymore.
You're on that wiki feet.
No.
Anyway, a new studio opening up in Stockholm, Sweden. Patrick Batch is former EA DICE manager as the lead, and they're making a new Avatar game. Excited
This
to see
was.
that.
Are they the ones who are making the new Avatar game?
Yes.
This studio.
Yes.
Yeah, that was announced last year, I think. I don't know why they're fucking doing this with Avatar. Because it's James Cameron. He's got 4 Avatar sequels in the works still from a fucking movie that came out in 2010.
Yep.
I don't like Avatar. I don't care what anyone
Right? Like
says.
that movie was looked good, but it was a bad movie. Like I didn't like
Yeah, I
it.
didn't like the storyline. And
Can I be honest?
Go
it was
ahead.
just like
No, I want you to lie.
There was
That's
a weird sex scene between the two animals things. That was just a weird scene.
no, it's like like you said, the movie was fantastic, and it was so hyped up at that time. Remember?
was not fantastic.
And I watched the movie recently because I didn't see it over there at that point. So I saw it recently. And I'm just like, whatever.
Right?
It was just
Waste
you know.
of time. My mom bought it on DVD.
It was something that people were. It was one of the few movies that took advantage of 3D.
Yeah.
Because they made the whole settings and environments in the film. They had a lot of 3D gimmicks, pretty much.
Did you
to
watch it in 3D?
Yeah, I did.
No, I didn't.
It's
Wish I had.
I'm interested in the game though because the whole Avatar scene, like that planet and on Pandora and whatnot, it's a cool atmosphere for a video game. There's a lot of magic and mythical stuff going on.
Anthem
right?
kind of looks like the Avatar.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna
Pandora
say
stuff.
Anthem is.
So
Basically
a game like that, like for a video game, you can do whatever you want. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. But as for the movie
And
or
it's
whatever, I
not,
couldn't care.
It's not. We live in a world now where licensed games aren't what they used to be, where it was pretty much just cash-ins and movie tie-ins. Whereas now you see with Marvel, especially, and
Square Enix.
they have the Square Enix deal, but also the Spider-Man and even Telltale, or especially Telltale with Walking Dead and whatnot. How licensed games aren't as bad as they used to be. Where now they're actually
they're getting better.
Yeah, you see actual
Decent studios were
yeah,
getting them,
so-
Insomniac.
We did have James Cameron's Avatar the movie the game, I'm thinking of Peter Jackson's
Yeah.
King Kong the movie the game. But there was an Avatar game.
There was, yeah.
And,
The movie, the game. I love that.
Yeah.
Whose idea was
Peter Jackson's King Kong the movie the game.
Whose idea was that?
That's okay.
I love it.
That's all good.
You mentioned that you like Pandora as a good game
It's
atmosphere.
it's
You know what I
simple-
like as what country I like as a good atmosphere? Hyrule.
Hyrule.
High five.
No.
He high fived me.
He didn't.
He
was
did.
Mike high-fived himself.
You guys are lying.
No, we're not.
I have photographic evidence, and I will post it on YouTube.
I don't think you even know how to log into YouTube.
Wait, who owns YouTube? Is it Amazon?
Continue, please.
That's me
Okay.
face palming, by the way. That wasn't. All right. Anyway,
That was Mike high-fiving himself again.
just a couple things. Just a couple things that I accidentally looked over that should have belonged into Nintendo. Shut up. Follow up from the last week. The amiibo for Metroid unlocks the fusion mode. Hard mode is in the game. However, the fusion mode is unlocked with the purchase of the amiibo. And Super Meat Boy is coming to the Switch.
Super Meat Boy.
That's about it. Other than that,
And Mutant Muds.
Marcus brought this up.
Yeah, Mutant Muds Deluxe.
Yeah, that. Marcus brought this up. Project 1v1 from Gearbox.
Oh, yeah.
It's a first-person shooter with a lot of strategy that you would find in a card game.
Let me give you a quote from their website.
Yeah.
This is from project1v1.com. It says on their website, Gearbox has announced their latest game in development, codenamed Project 1v1. It is a, quote, competitive first-person shooter that combines the action of a fast-paced 1v1 first-person combat with the meta-game strategy of a collectible card game, unquote.
That's very random. I'm excited to see because I love FPS. I like the card games and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, and in their technical test, they have 3 modes, which is Ranked, Challenge, and Arena. I'll just read it real quick. The Ranked says you get matched with an opponent based on player rating, win ranked matches to earn experience in crates containing new cards. Challenge is challenge a friend to an unranked match, and Arena is queue up to challenge the current Arena champion and win to take their place. So this is like a card game, say like Hearthstone, where it seems you're only playing one person. It's just 1v1. That's the way it sounds like in their description. Because when I first pictured it, I thought it was just going to be a team game, but it doesn't seem that way.
It's called Project 1v1.
Yeah, well, that's actually true.
Marcus.
That's so. For once in his life, Mike actually made a good point.
Yeah, I didn't take the Project
didn't-
name into account.
Yeah,
The fucking GameCube was Project Dolphin. I didn't think I was going to be playing my games on a goddamn dolphin.
Yeah, totally true.
But it's
Face
all,
when I said that is funny.
but you also think of Gearbox. They're the one they make Borderlands, which is
True.
that's a competitive game where it's not just usually two people. So
what's it called? The way it makes me picture it in my head, and tell me if this makes sense, and see how you're getting this vibe, if you agree with me or not. Picture a card game like Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's a 1v1, and you putting your cards down and makes you do different things, but because it's a first-person shooter, the cards affect your character, but then you play as this shooter.
Yeah, that's true.
That only has access to the skills that you put down with your cards. I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah, kind
in
of.
a sense.
Or like Titanfall also did a thing with cards where it's like whenever you spawned in, you could you chose like
Burn
3 cards to
cards.
bring to the game. Yeah, and then it was pretty much like a perk almost.
I thought of it, but like you said, that's more perks than anything, right? I'm thinking it's a strategic card game with, that action 1v1 first-person shooter style in it at one point.
The way you described that, it sounds like Pocket Card Jockey. I don't know if you've ever do you remember that.
I know what it is. I haven't played
I don't
it.
think he knows. I don't think he thinks he knows what it is. So I want to ask Matt, describe what part of Pocket Card Jockey.
I don't. Like I said, I've heard it before. I don't know what it is.
You said you think you know what it is.
No, I apologize. Okay. I know what I said. I apologize. I've heard it before. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
That's what I meant.
It's
I
a
apologize.
Wii or 3DS game.
It's a 3DS eShop game.
That's okay. So
But like everyone said it was really good. Like I never got a chance to play it.
It's horse racing with solitaire. Is what
Basically.
it is.
So like you play solitaire, and as you play solitaire, you help out the horse go faster. Or whatever.
So that's why I know what it is. It's just I don't actually know like what it is.
yeah,
Like,
you knew the title.
Yeah,
you, just,
I'm
you
like,
couldn't tell you what it was.
Matt likes games, but he doesn't know that deep into Nintendo. So I'm like, this guy definitely doesn't know what the fuck Pocket
it's
Card
like
Jockey is.
I said, I know what you're talking about. It's just I don't know what that game is. Like it's just because I've heard it before, right?
Right.
I work at a game store, so it's
But
fine.
you wouldn't have. It's an online only game, so you wouldn't have heard of it.
It's the digital future, Matt. They're taking you down.
But people come in and ask me for these things.
I can guarantee you, no one walked into Newbie Games and said, "Do you guys have Pocket Card Jockey on your shelf today?"
Today I had a customer and a child ask me for the 3DS, Batman Arkham Origins Black Gate, which is not.
Well, that's a little
Physical.
different than Pocket Card Jockey.
Trust me, people want
Blackgate
anything.
is digital or is physical.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it was.
Not well. It's not.
Debate.
Even if it was at one point, it's no longer physical.
Maybe they're not
In-
producing it anymore, but it was.
in an EB Games anyway. Like it doesn't exist. So
Well, that was a fair question for them to ask. Maybe you guys had one.
regardless, that's
Yeah, man.
why I'm aware of what it is. Just not.
You
what
gotta
it
stop closing the book. You keep
consists of.
opening up and.
It just bothers you. I like it.
No.
No,
Other
because
than
he's
that,
going to open to a page from like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what he keeps doing.
no, it opens up to the
See
same.
that same page. You know what times I've seen that same page?
Whatever.
1,000 times tonight.
And finally, the
But
hypest-
hold on.
What's up?
The Project 1v1, though, it's interesting that they're announcing development of a new game when they haven't even shown anything of Borderlands 3 yet, or whatever the new Borderlands is. Because it was a couple years ago, they were talking about, they had that whole presentation where it was like they announced like a new Borderlands project and asked people to apply to Gearbox or whatever, that they're looking for people to help make the game. And nothing has still come out of that yet. So I just wondered, do you think this will come out before Borderlands 3? Because they do have a technical test this summer.
Yes.
Not a Borderlands 3, a Project 1v1.
If
Which
they
we can confirm
are,
is one person versus one person.
You're welcome.
If they are doing the technical tests and stuff, I do think that this game will come out before the bigger series. We've seen it where, like, for example, there was something I heard before where Kingdom Hearts was going to come out before Final Fantasy Final
Fantasy VII Remake
was going to
episode
come
1
out
or
before
whatever.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Like, they need to pick one, focus on it, and go. So they've made Borderlands, they made Borderlands 2, they made Borderlands the pre-sequel, and then Borderlands the Handsome Jack Collection. So they probably thought, pause, let's do this,
Yeah.
let's
Well,
release this, and then go back to Borderlands. Well,
They did also have Battleborn last year, which was fucking sucked for
Right.
them because Overwatch just straight up murdered sales.
Right.
Like,
Straight up murdered.
yeah.
It
But I agree. I think this will probably come out, if not this year, like not this year, but probably next summer, spring, because it's a first-person like 1v1 card game
Now-
/ first-person game. It can't be that. I'm not thinking of a big AAA game. I'm thinking more of a AA kind of style Lawbreakers type game. So I don't know.
Yeah, I see where. Yeah. Okay. And finally, last thing on the news, just mentioning it this week. Next week you'll hear more of it. The Dota 2 International Championships, TI7, is going on right now. It's going on from the 7th to the 12th. Yeah. So that's going on right now. Absolutely massive tournament. The prize pool for it's $23 million. 16 teams compete for the ultimate prize, the Ages of Immortal and whatnot.
Ultimate prize?
Ultimate prize, yes.
Ultimate Team.
Yeah,
FIFA Ultimate
for them to chance to win, to be the TI7 champions. You're gonna hear more about this next week. Today,
Special guest. The 5th member.
The 5th. Who's the 4th?
Lucas.
He did have a segment first.
He did. So Lucas had a segment a few weeks back. Next week we're starting a new segment. It's going to be myself and my cousin Anthony. We're starting a new segment talking about esports. Going to basically be kind of like an analyst desk where we're going to be talking about.
You get to tell him the official title of this.
The official title for this new segment is called, and Mike absolutely loves this title, the NBG Esports Analyst Desk.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ripped straight from the internationals.
No. Anyway, so
World Cup.
this new segment is going to be something that we're going
Series?
to be doing. We're going to be talking about anything esports going on, major tournaments, and majority of the games that are happening. Something to just allow viewers to experience something different. I know. For example, both of you don't enjoy the Dota environment. This allows you to learn a little bit, see what's going on, possibly allow you to check it out, to just experience what 500,000 people watch every day during this time. If you go look at the Twitch stream, 500,000 people every day from the 7th to the 12th, not including the, I think, 10,000 people that are in Seattle, watching. So look forward to that next week.
Speaking of esports,
Wait.
I don't know if you guys saw that Splatoon 2 level speedrun where the guy just zipped through it in 30 seconds.
No.
You guys didn't see that? It was the world record. It was amazing. Look it up. Octo Cannon, I think it was called.
What do you think of that Dota card game?
That's the second thing that I was gonna.
Because that video of it being announced is fucking amazing.
So at
Aww.
so normally at TI, today's the 10th. Is when we're recording.
It's actually the 11th.
Shut up. So today's the 10th. It would be the Thursday, which means that the All-Star game has at this point already happened. You'll find out next week as to what hero has been announced. Came out of it, because usually the way it works is
Speed Tracer.
Valve announces new heroes and whatnot after the
Doomfist?
All-Star game. So
Effie?
stop it.
Sorry.
So all of that will be explained next week. At the end of the tournament, we'll talk
Sombra?
about the winners and whatnot. Mike, I swear I'm going to hit you.
Sorry.
You're literally making me lose my train of thought.
Choo choo.
Oh my
May.
god. Here we go. I haven't hit you at all this podcast, I feel.
That's a good thing. Oh.
There it is. It's fine. Anyway, tune in next week for
You
that.
didn't give your opinions on the card game.
My opinion on the card game. So I'm super excited actually for it. I like the card strategy type games.
Yeah.
I'm fully aware, and go watch this video. It was absolutely
I think
hysterical.
it's going to be 1v1.
Where everybody announces, or they announce the card game and they show what's going on, and then the crowd goes, oh, and it's the greatest thing. All 10,000 people sitting in the stadium just, oh.
Yeah, and even the trailer on YouTube has a massive amount of dislikes, which is come the fuck on. It's petty
Metroid
internet
Prime,
people.
Frederick
It's not even
Force?
that. It's because they were expecting a new hero and this
Or a
and
new
that.
Valve game.
Yeah.
A new, actual Valve game.
What? New Valve game? Bullshit.
That's what the new Valve game is. But I mean, that's what they were expecting, and it's just, But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to
Learn
see
Valve
what it will do.
can't count past 2.
Nice. There's a Half-Life 3 joke.
That's funny.
Or
Portal?
Left 4 Dead. Or Portal. Or Dota.
It's funny how true that is.
What?
It's funny how true that is. They're probably
Right.
making a Portal 3 and they're like, wait, what do we call it? They're like, what number comes after 2? I don't know. Oh, never mind. Let's scrap development. That's exactly what happened.
That's actually really
Guaranteed.
funny. That's very funny. Anyway,
I'm a good memer.
so we got just a little bit of time left. Really quickly, let's jump into what are we playing this week.
Just jump into it, man.
I'd
jump
prefer
into it.
to walk. Jumping is dangerous.
All
I
right,
prefer a nice hop.
Marcus, what have you been playing this week?
Other than checking out summer games, I beat Color Splash like I was playing last week.
Paper Mario.
Very nice.
Yeah, Paper Mario Color Splash. And, yeah, it just ended, like, my opinions are still the same of the combat system was just really annoying. But, the adventure game aspect to it was fun. Some of it did get a little fucking confusing, but, since it is a Nintendo game, they do fucking give you, like, a billion hints, if you ever become an idiot. So you just go back to, like, the main, you go back into, like, the main town, and, they have like the thing cards, which are real life objects in the game that you use which ties into the adventure aspect of, you say you use a fan in order to like blow something away or whatever, because you can't stop that with just a battle. You need to do that in the real world or in the overworld. So you just go to some like Toad who's living in a garbage can in the main town. He tells you, yo, this is what you need to use. This is the real life object you need to use, and then you say, thanks, you weird Toad person. And then you go into another weird Toad person who lives in a barrel like 3 feet away from him, and this shady motherfucker just is like, yo, I heard you need to squeeze some things, because in order to use these things, you need to squeeze all the paint out of them. And they turn into actual cards. Then you go up to him, he lets you squeeze his stuff, and then after you go ahead and use your stuff. That's what I played.
Man, gotta love Nintendo, man.
Okay.
Toad in a
Yeah.
garbage can.
There you go.
Perfect.
Hey,
Perfect.
hey, Mike, what have you played this week? Probably
Well,
nothing.
I finished Hey Pikmin,
Okay.
and I gotta tell you guys, the ending
Squeeze
boss.
anything?
No, I didn't. But the final boss of that game is the most disgusting looking creature I've ever seen in my life.
Just a picture of
If you ever have a chance, just like Google Hey Pikmin final boss. It literally looks like a piece of crap.
Is it like
It's disgusting.
the Almighty Pooh or whatever from Conker's Bad Fur Day?
No, I don't mean it looks like crap. I mean like it.
Why
Like,
would you say that?
the textures and the model is disgusting. Like absolutely disgusting. But yeah, so like Marcus, my opinion really hasn't really changed of that
This
game.
thing?
That thing. Like, what is that?
What is that?
So I'm going to describe it to you a little bit. So the bottom legs are like, it's like a, what is,
Exactly. There's no words. Its head is a freaking like piranha plant
its head is a piranha plant. It has wings for some apparent reason with
'Cause it
glass
flies
around
in
its
the
neck.
boss battle.
Okay, cool. And those are like parsnips
Yeah.
or like beetroots. That's what that is.
Like a classic boss. At the beginning, it's like most of his body's in the ground, and then it pops out, and it's like, oh, I'm all scary, but then it's stupid.
Does it say that?
Yes, it does. I don't say it, but yeah. So yeah, my opinions haven't changed that game. It's a good, not even good. It's an okay game.
Nice.
It's pretty much all I played. I already mentioned I played Overwatch, but
Matt,
yeah,
what
it's
have
just
you,
those two.
Matt, what have you been playing?
What have I
Matcha?
been playing? I actually
Counter-Strike, Dota.
played a wide variety of games.
He was going to say
this week.
plethora.
I was. I just didn't
Plethora.
want to butcher it.
Plethidiot.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I last week I said I was playing some Dead Rising 4. I've been playing more this week.
That's good.
Been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it.
Keep going.
I was playing some today actually. Hank East. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I've been playing some of that. I actually started playing Dota 2 again. Unfortunately, I play Counter-Strike, and I actually started getting back into multiplayer for Battlefield 1.
I saw that. I popped to my Xbox one day and I saw you playing Battlefield 1. I'm like, what the hell is this boy doing?
So myself and Anthony, and we might possibly stream it as well. I just got to figure it out with the new Windows updates and stuff that screws with my stuff. Battlefield 1, one of the funnest multiplayers. Just so you can just sit back, hang out, but it's a lot of fun, honestly. So you got the huge skilled maps, you got snipers in all directions, you got tanks, you got explosions, you got planes above you going on, just and tanks and an entire amount of bullshittery, and it's just pure chaos, and I love it.
Did you play the single player of that game?
No, not yet.
That's what you're missing out on.
I've played the first few missions of it, War Stories actually. Absolutely. Did you play the multiplayer for Battlefield?
Yeah, I dabbled in it, but I don't like my Battlefield multiplayer.
It's something you need to have somebody else play with you.
Yeah, it's not. You can't really be like Call of Duty. It does where you like everyone's their own soldier, where you do need different classes in order to win.
Yeah, you need
Not like Titanfall.
You need that buddy system. You need to piggyback on your squad. You need to stay together. I absolutely love that, the competitiveness and being tactical like that.
But it is cool how how grand scale it is, where you do have like blimps flying over and like airplanes, like tanks, and just like you can just be on fucking foot and you just see all this like destruction happening around you with destructible environments and everything. But yeah, that's what's cool about the multiplayer.
It's an amazing game. If like we all purchased it and had it on like PS4 or something, it's definitely something that I guarantee we would all enjoy playing together. But by yourself, it is very intimidating. It is very heartbreaking when you're sitting there. You really can't do anything. When I'm sitting there playing with Anth, for example, we're going like 23 and 4. We're sitting there just reviving each other because we're medics, right? And we're just hanging out, and just every time we go down, bang, we revive each other, right? We're just sitting there killing, moving up in trenches. It is utter chaos, but it's beautiful chaos.
I will say the one thing a Battlefield 1 multiplayer I played was that pigeon game mode where you have to it's like capture the flag, but you just have to like go to a pigeon and then write a letter, and the carrier pigeon just sends it away. Yeah, you have to do that like 3 times or something.
So
if I remember correctly,
it's how they used to send messages and whatnot, and
that's definitely not a real thing.
It is.
Carrier pigeons are a real thing.
No, they're not.
Are you stupid?
Are you really serious?
How would the bird know where to go?
It's a science behind it.
You think in the old days they had science? They freaking burned witches. Okay, they're dumb. There's no way.
And I don't want to.
There's no way carrier pigeons are real things.
Pigeons have a certain magnetism toward. You know what? Fucking Google it, idiot. Honestly,
my question is: I know Marcus played both Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2. And my question to him is, which one do you like better?
Titanfall 2.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
I just like the gameplay better.
It's
multiplayer and single player. So
the biggest complaint that I have with a Battlefield, the game handles more sluggish than anything.
Yeah, that's
so
really true.
Titanfall is the opposite of sluggish.
Physically, it's sluggish, right? I plugged in my Xbox controller and I tried to play on the controller. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Just that particular game in itself, you cannot. It's very difficult to aim with a controller. It might be just the PC version because it doesn't have the aim assist turned on like a console version would. But I mean, because every console shooter has a little bit of aim assist going on. But it's very difficult to position your cursor on everybody. The sensitivity is very slow. I find anyway. I played it a little bit on the PlayStation. I played on here. With a mouse and keyboard, it is easier for this particular game. Like for a game like Call of Duty, for example, never play with a mouse and keyboard. I can't do it. I have to play with a controller. A game like Halo, I have to play with a controller because Halo 6 is probably
Halo 6
on the Play Anywhere program with the mouse and keyboard support. Whatever. That's a game you need to play with a controller. Right? There's specifics.
I just play with the Wii remote turned sideways.
Really? I use my Joy-Con upside down.
I use 2 left Joy-Con.
Man, I was not expecting that. Solid joke, Marcus. Solid joke.
But you see what I'm saying? The game it just feels sluggish. And you can agree with that.
That's one of my. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I don't like playing the multiplayer.
You are right. With a mouse and keyboard, it is a lot better. The sluggishness is no longer there because of the sensitivity of the mouse, but
keyboard, that'd be even worse.
Apologies for that.
Well, we're done anyways, pretty much.
Sorry?
So I think it happened at the end of the show because we're pretty much done.
Yeah. Apologies for that. A little bit of technical issues. But yeah, Battlefield. Great game. Definitely better on the
Wii
PC.
Remote.
Yeah. Definitely better on the PC. That was its origin.
Wii Remote.
Anyway, we're going to...
Commodore 64.
Damn, that's my advert.
We're going to wrap it up here. As per the usual, thank you so much for listening.
You're welcome, man.
Send us all of your comments and feedback and just stories, just anything at nothingbutgamespodcast@gmail.com. Link will be in the description as always. The YouTube video will go up a couple hours after.
With some nice additions from Mr. Martins.
After the SoundCloud version. And we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
He's putting his hat